I knew from inception that I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to go in corporate. I just want to be an academic.
Sure.
So I think it's important that you say
You
people
know.
need to know from inception. So with the role that I'm in now, admission is not a requirement, although most companies, with most of the job adverts that I've seen, they put that you must be admitted. I think it's just an added advantage.
Yes,
So
but
it's
not a
not
requirement. So
yeah.
guys, do apply for compliance roles,
Please
even if
do.
you're not admitted, especially if you don't want to go through the attorney route or the advocacy route. I highly recommend that you go in with those roles of compliance. And so there's even a certificate. I think the University of Cape Town is offering a certificate, which is like under 3 months. It's like you finish it within a couple of weeks. If it's 8 weeks or so, it's done. You have your certification and you keep it moving.
Yeah, even UJ has it, but
Yes.
UJ I think it's 6 months.
Yeah.
Even vets, I mean, most universities have it. So if people can just Google, they'll find that information. But you don't have to be admitted. It's
Okay.
just an added advantage, but it's not a requirement per se.
So what are the main requirements?
So you just need to have your LLB, of course, some years of experience, depending on, the seniority of the role. If it's just junior, then you don't have to be, 5 or whatever post-admission experience. So yeah, I think just have your LLB, honestly.
Okay, have your LLB and give it a shot.
Just have your LLB and give it a shot.
Okay.
If you are able to do your compliance certificate, that would be great. It's just 6 months, even less with other institutions.
But when I get you're God's favorite kid, you don't have a compliance certificate.
I pray, honey.
You just have your LLB. Okay. I really love your journey, and I love that you're honest with yourself to say the environment was great, but I figured out this is not for me, and this is not the path I want to go in, and I don't have passion for it. Because many times we like keeping appearances because you want to be known as that practicing lawyer in the society, but sometimes we don't realize how damaging it can be. You know. So thank you so much for your honesty and also being willing to share your journey honestly as well, to say, you know what, I've failed, I've done this, but I've actually pushed myself through.
Yeah.
Then now you go into your master's. What is the driving force behind your master's? Is it net for dating?
For aesthetics.
You guys out here getting belts on belts for aesthetics. Good, I like.
So with my master's, honestly, when I enrolled for my master's, it was because I knew deep down, I knew that I'm not going to stay in practice for long. So I was just doing my master's, for that added advantage when I apply for in-house roles to say, I have a master's, guys, please consider me.
I have extended experience or knowledge in the subject.
So I think that was mainly why I did my master's. And why I did it in labor law. Labor law was my highest mark in final year.
Okay.
So I considered that number one. And also I was doing a lot of labor law during articles. And I fell in love with it. I really love labor law. I still love it now. If I was to get a role, an in-house role.
Okay. So you're never going back to practice?
No, never.
It's a set decision. No amount of money can buy you in.
No.
Okay. No, I love that.
There are those family members who are like, when are you opening your own law firm?
Like, no, honey.
It's not coming, guys.
It's never going to happen. Okay.
No, I'm not going back to practice.
That. So what does a day of a compliance officer within your line of work do? Like, what does your day look like? What is it that you do? What time do you start and what time do you knock off?
Okay. Also, if I can just mention before I go into that. So compliance differs with the type of company that you work for.
Okay.
So if you're working for an insurance company, it's going to be different. If you're working for a car dealership, it's going to be different. For a bank, it's going to be different. I work for a betting company, so it's obviously different from
everybody else.
So it depends on the type of company that you work for.
Okay.
So I work for a betting company. So how my day looks like, I go to work.
What time do you start?
So we've got flexi hours. So I can go to work at any time as long
12
as
p.m.
Not that late. Not that late.
Okay.
So we've got flexi hours. So you just need to make sure that you reach your hours. But I mean, you can pretty much be at
How
work
many hours are you required to be working?
Is it
like in a day?
Is it 8?
Oh, like you have to put in your 8 hours.
Yeah, your normal 8 hours.
All right.
Yeah. So I go to work and I open my emails. So the other part of my job is dealing with players' complaints.
Okay.
So when players come and complain and threaten to take us to court.
When you say players, soccer players or gamblers?
No, gamblers.
Yeah, okay.
So we call them players.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not soccer players, guys. Yes, gamblers, but
yes,
players. Yeah.
Yes, for the former word.
Yes, so one of the aspects of my job is, dealing with complaints from our players, those that will come threatening to take us to court. I have to. So, some days I'll go into work, open my emails, and I find that there's a complaint from a player. I have to attend to that. I also deal with escalations from the call center where now it's complicated and they need a legal opinion in that. Okay. I deal with that. And because we're an accountable institution, we're regulated by FICA. So I've got to make sure that we are FICA compliant. Okay. Yeah. So whatever the FIC is requiring us to do, I just have to make sure that we comply with that. When we receive fraud reports from the bank, because sometimes money will come into a betting account and then you find that this is actually a fraud, someone's card was stolen or their phone was stolen or anything like that. I've got to deal with those fraud reports and chargebacks. And
okay. Do you guys
work
draft
closely with the banks?
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you draft?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you
Contracts.
draft? Contracts. Okay.
Because we sponsor like TV shows. We sponsor your soapies. We sponsor.
You guys can sponsor Employment Wednesdays.
Peach, babes.
Okay. Got.
Peach. So, when we are sponsoring a TV show or anything like that, we've obviously got to have an agreement in place. So that is what we'll draft. If it's coming from their side, we obviously have to review. Okay. So then I'll do that. Yeah, or our game suppliers. We have contracts with them. You obviously have to review, and other suppliers, even if it's not. We've got quite a lot of suppliers because there's a lot that goes on in there. So obviously, if you have a supplier, there has to be a contract in place. So review that.
That's
if
great.
We have to draft, then we draft that. But there really isn't a lot
There isn't too much drafting.
Yeah, there isn't too much
practice.
drafting. Yeah, like it is in practice.
So it's more flexible.
It's
compared
more flexible
to practice.
Yeah, very flexible.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't work on weekends and I don't have to work until late at night.
Of course, you're normal.
Of course, I'm normal, honey. I go work at 8 and leave at 4 like normal people.
Of course, you're gymming and stuff because you have capacity.
Yes.
Okay. I hear you.
Yeah.
So about Patela Shop.
Hey.
Okay, well, you don't have to tell me, you in particular. The next thing about Sabatom sponsor, because you said about Patela Shop. But when a person is looking at a role of becoming a compliance officer, what amount are they looking at on average?
I mean, it depends also. Like if it's a junior role, obviously it's going to be less. If it's mid, then if it's But yeah, the pay is good, guys. It's really
what is
good. You want me to give you a range?
Yes, a range. You don't have to tell me your salary, guys. I see salary, but
no, it's not mine.
Like an average, like if a person is, so that they're motivated to actually apply. If they want to apply in the betting industry, what could they possibly look at, especially if they want to go into a big company?
Okay, so I'd say. I'd say I'm not really entry level because I've got some. I mean, I'm admitted. I've got post admission experience, so I'd say.
Masters.
So I'd say at my point, you're looking at, let's just say, 40 minimum.
Okay.
Yeah, your minimum is
gross.
40. Yeah, gross.
Okay, that's not. Yeah. It's not bad. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Nobody patela sharp.
So minimum 40. If range, let's just say
we can say
to 8.
Yes. Okay, maybe 35 plus.
Yeah,
yes,
35
plus.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a decent.
Yeah, it's very
amount.
decent.
Yeah,
it's very decent. But obviously, if it's entry level, straight out of varsity, you cannot expect.
What 35? Maybe what 20.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah, and then you progress.
Okay, so
when you get promoted from here, what do you get promoted to?
So from now, I'm just a legal and compliance officer. So from here, it's going to be senior legal compliance officer and then legal and compliance
Do you work
manager.
with anyone?
Yes, I report to the head of legal and compliance.
Okay, so it's just the two of you. It's just you and then your boss.
So it's my boss, it's me, and then
you have somebody else that is reporting to you.
They are juniors, yeah. We've got 2 juniors.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That is interesting. Okay. And I think that's all. Is there anything extra that you want to tell people that are looking into going into a role, what they can do to actually better their options of applying?
Just apply, guys. I mean, also with the role that I'm in now, when I applied, I didn't even meet the requirements, by the way. They wanted 2 years post-admission experience.
And you had one.
I only had one, but I was like, I'm applying.
And just apply on LinkedIn. We highly recommend LinkedIn here because that's how you got the job.
Yeah, I applied through LinkedIn. I saw the ad on LinkedIn. Then I saw the requirements. I'm like, I don't meet the requirements, but I'm applying.
Okay.
And also, if you are actively looking for jobs, on LinkedIn, there's an easy apply option where you upload your CV on LinkedIn, and then when posts appear on your timeline, you can just click easy apply.
And then it goes through.
So you don't have to go through the admin of entering your degree, how many years of experience do you have, all that. No. So yeah, also how I applied for this job, it was through the easy apply option. So I just saw the post, went through everything, then I just clicked the easy apply. I'm like, I don't meet the requirements, but sizabona pambil.
Okay, no, that's good. It's always important to give yourself a fair chance.
Exactly.
Don't disqualify yourself.
Don't disqualify yourself. I was falling short of only 1 year.
But you had something.
I had something, yeah. So I was like, I have something. What's the worst that could happen?
Are your juniors admitted as attorneys or?
Yeah, they're all admitted as attorneys. But like I said, it's not a requirement, guys. So don't say because I'm not admitted,
then you're not going to apply for it.
No, I know a lot of people who are not admitted who are in compliance roles. Yeah, and they're doing very, very well.
Okay.
So if you know that practice is not practice is hard, guys.
It's traumatic uniting, guys. I haven't said with anyone who says, it's easy.
No, it's hard. And even if, like for me, the work environment was okay, but hey,
Guning.
So you don't really have to go through all that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who are not admitted, they didn't have to go through articles and all that, but they're doing well. They're doing very well. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. Thank you so much for your insight. This season, what would you call this season of your life? Describe it in a sentence.
Everything I prayed for.
Ooh, love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Love to hear that. Love to see that.
Prayed for. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody at home that is looking to improve their career, get an opportunity, some word of encouragement to them before we close?
What, students or people who are...
Everyone. No about the opportunity because our community is different ages. So if a person is just looking to elevate in their career or in their lives.
I mean, just push through, guys. If you're studying, just focus on your studies. Just apply. If you're looking for jobs, just continue applying. And yeah, I think just pray. If you are a Christian, just pray. I believe in prayer. I mean, I pray about everything.
And anything.
And anything. So yeah, just pray. Just make sure that you keep your head up. Stay motivated and just do what you got to do.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for honoring this invite and for coming here. I learned quite a lot. And thank you so much to everybody at home. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And happy Employment Wednesdays. Always remember you are not alone. You are gracefully anchored. All the best.
Thank you.
Cheers.